everybody, welcome to Kim's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making summer rolls together. In Vietnamese, these are called goi cuon, and in goi cuon we traditionally have shrimp, we have some kind of meat, and vermicelli noodles and fresh herbs. We roll it up in the rice paper and we dip it in a really aromatic and delicious hoisin and peanut butter sauce, which I'm going to show you how to make. And today I don't have any meat, so I'm going to do it without. We're going to be making a second version, which is with tofu and vegetables, and that is really delicious too. So basically whatever you have in your fridge at that time, you can just throw it in according to what you like. It's really easy to make. It's light, it's delicious, and it's gluten-free. I think you're just going to love it, so why don't we start together and I'll show you all the steps. The classic Vietnamese shrimp goi cuon has fresh herbs like basil and coriander, but I don't have those today, so I'm just going to be using mint and some spring onions. Instead of spring onions, you can use chives, and if you don't like spring onions or chives at all, you don't have to use those either. In this video, we are going to be using the following ingredients: rice paper, rice vermicelli noodles, tofu, boiled shrimps, lettuce, cucumbers, carrot, mint, red cabbage, green onions, chopped peanuts, garlic, hoisin sauce, peanut butter, sesame oil, vegetable oil, and sriracha. For the first goi cuon we're going to make together, we need shrimp. Depending on how much you need, just get as much as you like. But mine has already been boiled and it's just ready to wrap, so it's just easier for me. So if you haven't done that yet, go and boil your shrimp first. For the tofu rolls, we're going to use fresh tofu, which I have pressed with a heavy object on top. All the liquids have been released for about an hour, and then we're going to slice them and cover it with a little bit of cornstarch and fry them in sesame oil. First, we're going to slice the tofu into even pieces. Then we're going to coat the tofu with cornstarch on both sides. So give it a nice coating. Flip them over carefully because this tofu is soft and it can break easily. Cover it up with cornstarch, and then after that we're going to fry them into a non-stick pan with a little bit of sesame oil. When you flip them over, they can break, so just be careful when you do that process. After that, take them to a plate and set them aside while you get your other ingredients ready for rolling. Grab your rice vermicelli noodles and boil them in water for about approximately 5 minutes until they get soft. You don't want to overboil them, so keep an eye on it for sure. When they are done, pour them in a strainer, and you should put them under cold water so you can stop the cooking process and just leave it out to drain. Get your garlic and chop it up into tiny pieces because we're going to be using this into our hoisin and peanut butter dipping sauce for the summer rolls. In a non-stick pot, turn your heat on medium heat and pour in the vegetable oil. Add in your garlic and fry that up until a little bit brown. Make sure you don't overcook it. Then go ahead and add in your hoisin sauce. After mixing in your hoisin sauce, we're going to add in our peanut butter. Today we're going to be using 1 cup of peanut butter. Mix your peanut butter really well with the hoisin sauce so they're really incorporated and well blended. Then add in your water and keep mixing on medium heat until this sauce thickens. There you go, it's nice and thick now. Roast your peanuts in a pan so that they're nice and toasted. Remove the shells from the peanuts and then chop them up into little pieces. We're going to be using the peanuts for the top of the hoisin peanut butter sauce. Grab your carrots and grate them into small pieces. We're going to be using this in the summer rolls. Then grate your cucumbers and slice them up into thin slices because we need to put these also into the summer rolls. Then get your radish and slice them into thin pieces. And then your spring onions, get them nice and thin. We have all our ingredients ready and we are ready to roll. But before that, I would like to talk about the rice paper a little bit. There are two sides to the rice paper, any side and a rougher side. So when you're rolling these summer rolls, make sure the shiny side is at the bottom and your ingredients go in the middle. And then after that, you roll it so that the shiny side is on the outside. When you eat it, it looks more beautiful. The second thing I like to talk about is that we need to wet these rice papers before we roll. Make sure you don't wet it too much, otherwise it'll be too soggy. Just slightly wet it with your hands on both sides. Wait for about 30-40 seconds and you should feel it starts to get softened, and then you can start to roll. You have to be a little bit patient with that. But I have this plastic perforated device which is really useful because after I wet it, I put it on this device and it doesn't stick to the plate. Don't worry about it if you don't have it, it still works the other way as well. So come on, let's start rolling. The first step is this one. Get your perforated device and make sure you get the shiny side on the bottom. Wet the rice paper just a bit and then take off the excess water. Place the shiny side down and done. This one is the second way. Get your rice paper, shiny side down again. And here I'm using a brush, but if you like, you can just use your fingers to slightly dampen both sides of the rice paper. Make sure that you don't put too much water, otherwise it will be too soggy. It's been a minute since we put some water on both of these rice papers. This was the first method. As you can see, it's nice and pliable right now and it's not wet at all. And the second method, if you don't have that plastic piece, of course, you can do it on a plate and it doesn't stick either to the plate, and I didn't put too much water and it's ready to roll now. So go ahead and grab your rice paper and add the first layer. So you're going to put our lettuce first. Put them in the middle and towards yourself. Then grab your cucumbers and lay them down flat. After that, grab some noodles and place them right on top of the lettuce evenly. And go ahead and add your mint or other fresh herbs that you may have, like fresh basil or coriander. And then the shrimp should be face down onto the side. After you roll it, it should be looking beautiful. And go ahead and add your chives and roll from the bottom. Tuck it in tightly and grab one side, fold it in and roll last time. And there you go, it's pretty much done. First shrimp roll ready. So we're going to repeat the process one more time. We're going to add our lettuce first, add the cucumbers, flat and even, add your rice noodles as much as you like. Get your herbs on top. This one is mint. Get your shrimps face down and roll tightly. And don't forget to add your spring onion or your chive, which I added right here. And then tightly roll it until you get a perfect roll. There you go. Now for the tofu rolls, we're gonna do the same kind of thing. First your lettuce, then your noodles, and then you can add your tofu on top. And basically just be creative. You can add whatever you like inside to make it look pretty and colorful. Today we made two kinds of summer rolls. They are called goicuon in Vietnamese. One we made with shrimp and the other one we made with tofu. I hope you enjoyed making these and I hope you enjoy eating them as much as I do. I'm going to start eating my shrimp one right now. Let me know what you think. See you soon on Kim's Kitchen.